All right. Let's move on to House Bill 671. Ethics Commission.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the committee. My name is Les Kondo. I'm the Executive Director of the State Ethics Commission. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. The Commission opposes SB671, SD2, as well as the proposed HD1. Maybe the primary purpose of the ethics law is to promote or to foster public confidence in government. With that constitutional mandate as the foundation, the ethics law, more particularly the gift law, is based upon perception. It's based upon inference. In other words, it prohibits a legislator or a state employee from accepting a gift if there's a reasonable inference that the gift is given to influence or reward a legislator or employee. It doesn't matter whether the legislator or employee is actually influenced. It's based upon reasonable perception, reasonable inference. The proposed HD1 creates a blanket exception that allows legislators and state employees to accept certain types of gifts. It would allow those gifts to be accepted even if the purpose of the gift is to actually influence or to actually award the legislator or state employee. Specifically, the gift creates exceptions for invitations from a nonprofit to charity fundraising events and invitations for government entities. I want to talk specifically about provisions of the bill that perhaps are not as clear as they might be. The bill is couched in terms of fundraising, charity fundraising events. I think the thing that most of us think about are charity fundraising dinners, but the bill is not so limited. It would allow acceptance of charity fundraising golf tournament invitations, for instance, or other types of events that a charity might hold. I also want to comment about the definition of a charitable entity. That definition has changed in the proposed HD1 from what was passed by the Senate in the SD2. The charitable entity in SD2 was defined to be a 501c3 type of organization.
Can you summarize, please? You used up your 2 minutes.
The way that the bill is written, it would allow many different types of events from many different people. I was about to explain about the different types of 501c corporations, 501c 4, 5, 6, that would include...
Are you summarizing?
Yes, I am, sir.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to provide the commission with some, or the committee with some information about the scope of the bill. If the committee's not interested in hearing that testimony, that's fine.
I announced at the beginning that the way I conduct my hearings is in order to make sure that my members get a chance to ask questions. We have your written testimony. We'd like you to summarize your testimony.
I was providing more detail than what was provided in my written testimony, Mr. Chair.
Are you finishing or not?
I was.
There are other people who are here who want to testify.
I think there's a couple points that I'd like to make, and the couple points are that under the current law, these types of gifts are allowed. There's not prohibition on accepting these types of gifts. The commission looks at who the donor is, what the relationship is between the person inviting and the invitor. The commission looks at the value of the gift, and the commission looks at the state purpose. If there's a valid state benefit or state purpose, these types of invitations, they may be accepted under the gift law. So I think there's a misperception, perhaps, that these type of gifts are not allowed, but they are in certain circumstances, as long as there's a valid state purpose, a state benefit to accepting. I also want to make the point, Mr. Chair, that I think there's a misperception that this is a new interpretation of the gift law, and it's not. The commission and staff has provided opinions and guidance that are consistent with this, with the position that's been provided to the legislature recently. Perhaps it was that the legislators or state officials did not understand what that position was or what that opinion was and went to these type of events. But I'm here to tell you that it's not a new opinion, it's not a new interpretation, it's not new guidance. So if the reaction and the reason for the bill is because people are alarmed as to this new person that's at ethics, I'm here to tell you it's not a new opinion.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sarah Hawaii chapter. In opposition, League of Women Voters. In opposition,